Lap 5, 4:23.
Afternoon team, Toddy here. It's a nice overcast day, but still subtly warm here today, which is quite nice. So you're not getting the glaring sun or the heat that comes off it, but it's still nice and warm. So where am I today? I'm on Walker's Road, just doing a bit of a loop around and living the dream, team. I'm living the dream. About 5k in, probably going to be covering off by the time I get back around to work, probably maybe 10, 11k. We'll just see how we get on. I got a few timings this afternoon, so slightly compressed run. I'll get another run in later on tonight, which will crank me up a little bit. Sort of 3 days in, it'll get me to around about roughly 80k. And the plan this week is sounds crazy to say this, but I'm gonna be doing a deload week this week. Deloading at 160 k's. Classic. Who the hell would have ever thought that? Deload week at 160. Yeah, anyway. So, hope everyone's well. Thought I would share another little bit about me, just another little snippet. As I mentioned, looking at the 4 Ps, talking a little bit about passion today. Passion. What is passion? Well, for me, it's wearing my heart on my sleeve is probably a big part of who I am. I'm very emotive. You can see it on my face and my reactions often before I'll tell you how I feel often. I think we are emotional beings, and I think it's really important that we do express our emotions. And for me, I think it kind of comes back a little bit to, again, who I am and what I do, but passion for me has been such a huge part of who I am. I tend to animate when I'm excited about the things I love doing, the things that give me joy, the things that excite me. And so growing up, running has always been one of those things that I've loved for the freedom of it, how I can express myself in such a natural way through movement, through physical exertion. I guess you tend to gravitate towards the things that you're good at. So obviously for me, growing up, had a bit of talent, I guess, or just was relatively good at running. And so, yeah, you tend to gravitate towards the things that you are good at. You get external validation from people, makes you feel good inside. And obviously, those are the things that you tend to gravitate towards. Human nature is we tend to avoid pain, things that hurt us or cause us grief or pain. And we tend to gravitate towards those things that give us pleasure, things that make us happy, give us joy. And so for me, running has always been something I've been extremely passionate about. I've been out of the athletics world now for quite a few years in terms of my own running on track, but I love it so much that I'll constantly be following. I'll watch all the international races. I'll kind of have a bit of an idea about what all our local athletes are doing and where they're competing, and it's just something I've always been really passionate about. And so for me, how do you describe this? It's internal. It's an internal drive that doesn't need any external motivation. Intrinsic motivation is arguably what it is kind of labeled as. It comes from within. It's that little flame that if you ignite it and keep it flickering, and fan the flame and grow the flame and, you know, put kindling on the flame and then put your bigger chunks of wood, you can actually create this massive big fire that's really hard to extinguish. And so today, team, I guess, I don't know if you call it a tip for the day, but what I would strongly encourage everyone to do when you do find your purpose, when you start to peel back the layers, often it's something that the things you do often are the things that you are most passionate about, things that you are excited about getting up in the morning. If you're going to a role or a job or work that doesn't excite you, that, you know, is paying the bills, but, you know, isn't giving you that joy or that satisfaction or fulfillment, then maybe consider, you know, what other options or opportunities are out there. I live totally now in this space. For me, the joy I have inside is now expressed in the things that I do. It's nothing to do with running doesn't give me joy. I have joy, I have passion, and from that, I express that through my running. And ultimately my purpose, which is to inspire people to dream crazy dreams. So team, that's a wrap for me today. I'm on Walker's Road heading back. I've probably, as I said, I've got about 5 or so K to go roughly. We'll see how we get on. But have yourselves an awesome day, rest of your day, and take care. Cheers.